Okay, hello everyone. Um, as you remember, we were checking permission, obligation, and prohibition. So right now we are going to continue, and I am going to add some other words for the presentation. Okay, so let's start. So basically, in here we have when we want to express permission, prohibition, not allowing something, obligation or not obligation, we use modal verbs, which are the ones that we already saw. In here we have for permission, something that it's okay to do. We have English words used for permission. These are can, allow, may, and permitted. Can is most often used to ask for or give permission, but may and could are also possible, even though they are not used as often as can. As you know, when you ask for permission, you always use can, and you have to use it because it's like the most common word, okay? This one can. So you can use also allowed, may, and permitted. For example, here we have a signal. Smoking is permitted in this area. That means that only the people who smoke can smoke in that area, okay? Then we have the next one. And in here it says, what is the difference, okay? Um, Basically, there is a difference. For example, the word to is used after allowed and permit or permitted, but not after can or may. So you are allowed to smoke in here, not you can to smoke in here. It also sounds weird, okay? So you can smoke in here. Can is more informal. May and permitted are more formal, okay? When you say, can I smoke here? It's like a little bit more informal than if you say, may I smoke here or may I go to the bathroom? As you tell me, okay? So if you say, can I go to the bathroom? It's less formal than may I go, okay? So for the past and future of can, you can use could, was allowed in the past, and will be allowed in the future. So in here we have some examples. You can sit here. The seat is free. Could I open the window? That is very, very formal. May I ask you, may I ask a question? Can I sit here? The two of can, they are more informal. For example, if you are with friends, you are allowed to use can, okay? Because you are talking with your friends. But if you are using could and may, that is more informal, more formal, sorry. That means that you are with elder people, you are with family that you are not very together or something. Like you can use could and may. But if it's someone like your friend or your brother, you can use can. Okay, for obligation, that means that it's necessary. And the English words used for obligation are have to, need to, must, and required. Okay, so notice photo ID required. It's something that it's necessary. It's an obligation. You have to have that. Okay. Then in here we have, what's the difference? Have to and must are both used to express obligation. There is a slight difference in the way that they are both used. For example, the first one, have to, shows that the obligation comes from someone else, not the speaker. This is usually referring to a rule or law. Then we have must and require, which are more formal than have to and need to. Don't use to after must, okay? And let's check out some examples. We have to be at the airport at least 2 hours before the flight, okay? So have to, it's something that expresses obligation. I must hand in my thesis by tomorrow. So we have to, it's something that they have to do because if not, they are gonna miss the flight. And on the other sentence, we have, I must hand my thesis because if not, I will not get graduated or something. Then we have, my doctor said that I have to stop smoking or I'll risk serious problems. So I have no choice. I need or I have to stop smoking because if not, that could be bad for my health and I could be feeling very, very sick. Okay? Then we have, I must stop smoking. It's costing me too much money. The second one is a decision, okay? Because maybe that person doesn't have like enough money, so they have to quit. But in the first situation, the person is ill, okay, is sick. So that's why he needs to stop smoking. Then we have prohibition. It's not okay. The words that we're gonna use for prohibition are can't, mustn't, not allowed, nor not permitted. Can't and mustn't, must not, are used to show that something is prohibited or not allowed. So what is the difference? First we have can't, is more informal. Mustn't are not permitted, are more formal. And not allowed is both formal and informal. It depends on how you are going to use it. But as I told you, can't is informal, okay? You can use it with friends, with maybe family. But if you go to a restaurant or you are talking to someone that you don't know, it's better if you use mustn't and not permitted. Then we have some examples. You can go into that restaurant without a tie, okay? That means that you are not allowed to. You have to wear a tie because if not, they are not going to let you in. Then you have, you mustn't use your phone in class. That is obvious because if not, teacher will punish you. And you are not allowed to swim here. That means that maybe in that area it's dangerous for you to swim, so you can't swim there. You are not allowed, okay? There is a rule that says that. No obligation, it's not necessary. So for example, we have don't have to, don't need to, not necessary, not required, optional. So in here we have shoes optional. It means that it's not necessary. You can wear shoes or you can go barefoot. It's up to you. What is the difference? Don't have to and don't need to are more informal. Not necessary, not required, and optional are more formal. And in here we have some examples. You don't have to wear a tie to go on that restaurant, but it would be nice. Okay? It's like a recommendation. They are telling you that it's not an obligation, but that person feels like it would be nice if he can wear a tie. Okay? So you don't have to. It's not an obligation. Then you don't need to wear shoes here. So in here it means that it's not necessary also to wear shoes. Okay, in that place. Then students don't have to wear uniforms to school. That is also optional, okay? So that means that the students can or can't wear the uniforms if they don't want to. Then I am gonna leave some exercises for you to answer. You can pause the video so you can check them. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 8. Okay, the 8 skip the page. And then 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so these are exercises that you're gonna send me via Zoom. In the chat, you're gonna write your name so I can call attendance, and also the answers, only the answers of those exercises. And that's it, okay? I am going to play you a video for you to check the topic again. So we're going to check a video. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope everything is clear. If you have any question, you can let me know on the Zoom class that we're gonna have later. So see you, have a nice day, take care, and goodbye.